20 bucks. 20 bucks. We're on the line for 20 bucks. They keep on playing. Hi, Jabor. Hope you're keeping cool. Hi, everybody. Mrs. Calabash, come into my kitchen. It's Maggie. I hope you're cool. I went out to collect some lettuce and it's only been, 15 minutes? And look, the poor little thing, it's gone so limp. It's so warm in here. We've had to switch the air conditioning off because of the noise. So I've got the oven on and it's going to be hot. And so today I bore this in mind for Father's Day because it is a special day and it's special even to the dads that the children aren't with them. It is a special day, so let's make it a special day for them. The weather's going to be too hot for me to barbecue outside. The plan was we were going to eat outside and forget it. I should just go, there'd be a little pool and that would be me. And so this is a brunch when the weather's cooler, nice, and we're going back to France. Ooh la la. And it's a Croque Monsieur. Now, a Croque Monsieur is a bit like a toasted cheese sandwich. And I'm just reading this, the literal translation means crunchy sir. When you live in France, or when you visit France, Croque Monsieurs are everywhere. You can go into the local store and they're in the frozen food compartment. They're in the ready-to-eat compartment. They're an absolute essential part of the French diet. Now, you can get a Croque Madame, but funny enough, that has an egg on top, either a poached egg or fried egg, usually a poached egg, but Madame has more than Monsieur, just the way it should be. So, let's go back, and I'm going to do a summer salad to go with it, and this is something that you could prepare the night before, easy, no cooking. So let's try and keep the heat in the kitchen down to an absolute minimum, and let's go over to the stove. So come with me. So a Croque Monsieur is bread and ham. I've got my ham in there. This was some ham that I cooked the other day, and slice some ham off, put it in the freezer because I knew I was going to be doing this today. And it's got a bechamel sauce. So let's try making the sauce first. We just need to heat the pan. I'm going to be cooking the Croque Monsieur in this skillet. So I'm going to just start heating it up very gently because I want it to be hot when we're ready to use it. Yeah, that's getting warmer. Now, I've got some extra flour out and some extra milk, just in case I have not measured correctly. I've put the measurements out, and I must confess, when I'm making a sauce, I just put it in and don't bother with the measurements. So let's just melt the butter, and that's 1 tablespoonful of butter. The other 4 tablespoons full of butter in the recipe go into a pan, and it's just to brush the bread with. A tablespoonful of all-purpose flour. I've got some extra flour out just in case it's not quite thick enough. So as usual, we're just making this. We're making this into the roux. You know what? I'm going to add. Excuse me. I'm going into the fridge. Where's the butter? There we are. Crunch as things fall out of the fridge. I've got some margarine here. I can't get to the butter. I'm going to I want plenty of sauce, so I'm going to add just a little more butter to that. And I've got some extra milk. I like lots of sauce on my Croque Monsieur. So let's just melt that. And I'm going to put just a little bit more flour in that to make a roux. And let's cut that out. And at this stage, what adds the nice flavour to the sauce is a little nutmeg, and I'm going to add a little at this stage, just so that it cooks in with the sauce. We can add a little more later. So now we want to add the milk. I normally add the milk in about thirds. Don't worry if it goes lumpy. That's just the flour. It's the starch buds bursting, and they will disappear. You can smell the nutmeg. When I lived in northern France, and in weather it got hot like this, and all you could hear, because all the doors and windows would be open, because of course there's no air conditioning, or there didn't used to be, and at lunchtime you could smell all the food being cooked, and all you could hear was plump, plump, and as everything was frying in butter, you could hear it, the sizzling. It was lovely. And the smells, the aromas, oh, fantastic, all the garlic and everything. Oh. So here we are. We just need to mix this up like this, and we'll season it with a little salt and pepper. And this is all there is to a bechamel. If you're making a true bechamel sauce, then you would heat the milk with an onion in there and some bay leaves, and then make a sauce and add a little nutmeg to it. But it really is, it's a white sauce with, it's a rather sophisticated white sauce. Now we want this to bubble. I want it to coat the back of the spoon, because we want a coating sauce, like that. Let's turn that down, and we're going to taste that now. I might, as it cooks, because I'm going to put it on the back, we might just have to add a drop more milk as we finish. Let's taste that for seasoning, because I've not put any salt and pepper in there yet. That nutmeg is lovely. A little salt and pepper. Yes, that will need a drop more milk. But the thickening is as the starch grains burst, and you need to cook it for that 1 or 2 minutes after it's thickened. Otherwise you get a raw flavour. Let's just taste that. Oh, it's got a nice buttery flavour to it. I could eat that, just that. Yeah, there we are. So let's just put that on as low as possible. I want to keep it warm. And I'm going to make sure that that butter's melted. You see, I've got my recipes here, and I've got, I'm using mozzarella cheese today. It's gone a little bit softer. I've had it in the fridge. Now, we've done the sauce, and we've tasted it, put the nutmeg in. Now, the 2 slices of bread for each. Now then, sorry, I've got to look at this. Brush sandwiches on both sides with butter, yes. So I find it easier just to have my, I'm going to get my other one. Where's my brush? There we are. It's a little bit more pliable than that one. That's that one on that side. Can you see what I'm doing? Look, just brushing this with butter, like that. Now, that's Derek's bread. I don't like Derek's bread, so I have my own bread which I make. You can use any bread for this. Sourdough's not, it's okay. It's a little bit heavy for it, but if you want to make one out of sourdough, yeah, great. I'm just trying to match the bread up so I know what I'm doing. So let's just put that on there like that. So we've got the bread. I can switch that off. I don't need that anymore. I'm going to pull this pan over to here. And it looks very old and well used, which it is. I cook a roast of meat in here. I cook bacon, anything that I would do, steak, anything that I would do on the barbecue, I do in here. So it's really well used, as you can see. It is somewhat old, but I've just got to remember that the handles get hot. So we're warming the grill up. Now, if you've got a toaster or a panini machine, that is great for this. Just heat it up, and when we finish, just put the Croque Monsieur in a panini. But I don't have one. I used to, but I don't anymore. And what we're going to do is, let's turn that way, that way, and can you see what I'm doing? Derek, can you see? Mm-hmm. You can see what I'm doing? Right. Oh, there's one thing I forgot to mention. We're still having trouble with Facebook, and we can't get the comments up. So please let me know that you've joined in the program, because I can't see, and we're not the only people that are moaning with the new Facebook. Nobody can seem to get the comments up. And so, but I will answer your comments after the program. So what we want to do is put bechamel sauce on like this. Now, some recipes will put the finish off with bechamel sauce on top of the. That's a personal choice, on top, and some ham. Now we want the ham to lap over the edges, because it has to go a little bit limp. So let's put the ham in there. I just did, that's got some fat on it, which Derek won't eat. I did, as I say, I cooked the ham because I had the ham in, and I thought, great, I can use it to make a Croque Monsieur. But we need it to go over the edge, so it goes all nice and limp. There we are. I'm going to put a little bit more in there, that's mine. And cheese. Again, cheese over the edge. I don't want to get that too hot, otherwise it cooks the bread before everything else is ready. So this is, as I say, it's like making a cheese sandwich. So that's got, let's pull that here like this. But this is a nice soft mozzarella, so you need a cheese that's going to melt, not a hard cheese. And we use mozzarella, and the reason why I've not got it in slices is I always buy a block of mozzarella because I use it a lot in cooking. So I need to be able to grate it and use it in slices. There we are. There. So we're going to put that on there like that. Butter side up. Which way round is it? There we are. Put that in there like that. I've lost a bit. And that in there like that. I want to turn it over because I want to put the cheese side down first. I'm losing it, look.
Very good, very good.
So, that might be good for that one. Now let's try this.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. I can always manhandle it, which I'm going to have to by the looks of it. I've lost a bit. So let's just put it in like this. Like that. This one will need turning again. The cheese is coming nice and bubbly. Look, ooh, lovely. This one, which is the awkward one, of course, which will need turning again. Actually, the bread is broken. One, two, three. Oh, that one's not.
Very good.
Very good, yeah.
Very good. 8 points.
8. I need 10.
You might get something later.
Let's just sit that back in there. And what we're going to do, you can either put these under the grill, the broiler, or do it this way. I don't trust the broiler at the moment. And then I'm just going to slip it in the oven so that the ham is cooked all the way through. I'm going to wash my hands. Only my bread doesn't brown as quickly as the bought bread because it's got more moisture in it. And it's the same if you're toasting. It will take the homemade bread. It's very fresh. It's got a lot of moisture in it. I should have kept a couple of slices back from an old loaf, but I didn't. I fed them to the dogs. They were looking at me pitifully at breakfast time. Right. Here we go. Right. Going to slip that in the oven. I've got the oven on at 340, so anywhere between 300 and 340. My oven is a little bit slow, so I've got it on at a higher, turn that off, at a higher degree. And we're just going to cook that until the cheese is all nice and bubbly and the ham is cooked through. And to go with the Croque Monsieur, let's go back. Whilst that's cooking for the minute, we'll make the summer salad. Now for the summer salad, I'm using mixed beans, a can of mixed beans, which have been rinsed and drained. I've got some green onion and parsley. You can use cilantro if you like cilantro. A little corn. I need a trusty. There we are. This is frozen corn which has been defrosted. In summer I would use fresh corn, but you could use canned corn as well. A little cucumber. Now, I suggest that you make this beforehand and leave it for at least an hour in the fridge so that all the flavours mingle. And a little chopped tomato. This is lovely when the tomatoes are ripe and you can just go in the garden and pick them off the vine. Now for the salad dressing, olive oil, a little lime juice, that adds a nice sharpness, and either grated or minced garlic. If you don't like the bits of garlic in there, then use a grater. And we just mix all this together. Where's a whisker? Let's use this. Now this will form an emulsion as the acid and the oil mix together. Just stir this until everything is coated, and we'll have a taste to see if it needs any seasoning. It might need a little salt and pepper. Yes, excuse me, I'm just going back. Look in the oven, that's okay. I've got a few crushed red peppers here. I like red peppers in things, so this is totally optional, the red peppers. There we are. Whoops, one's missing. I'll eat that. But this is lovely. When it's nice and cool, it's cold, and all the flavours have mingled. That is good. So that's a summer salad made. So you see how quickly it's put together. Make that the night before, so it's ready. Now let's get out of the oven. We'll switch the oven off. Whew, thank goodness for that. Oh, it weighs a ton, this. There we are. Let's close the oven up for the heat. I need that. My poor limp lettuce, which was a shame because it was really nice and crispy. I need a little bit of decoration, and I need to pull that further forward towards me. I can't reach back there. There we are. So, wish me luck. Let's don't laugh. He's not being nice to me. There we are. The cheese. I have got one of these, which is a non-stick, but I didn't think I could get both slices of bread in at once. So this is a rather more awkward skillet. There we are. We lost a bit. We're not going to lose that. So you see the cheese is lovely and bubbly. There's another little bit of ham there. And that is a Croque Monsieur, but we will remove that, just decorate these up a little bit. Oh! You don't need to lift weights when you've got one of those. It looks a bit insipid. So I've got a little paprika pepper here that Where's the... I can't find the opening. Oh well. Just a little paprika pepper on there. Now I need the opening. Let's push it up. I probably never had it open that way. We'll use a spoon. I don't want much on there, just to add a little bit of colour. So just tap the spoon like this. And you could put a little tomato on there, but today I'm just going to put a little red pepper on there. And these are very filling. So slices, thin slices of red pepper. We don't want anything too heavy. Like that. I want that side. Like that. And that is Father's Day brunch. A nice glass of bubbling wine, sparkling wine to go with it, and happy Father's Day. As I say, please remember the dads that don't have the children with them, and he is rather special, so let's give him something special to eat. Have a really good Father's Day, and I will see you on Tuesday at 7:30. So please give me some comments. I will answer them. And please go to Mrs. Calabash Cooks on Facebook, like and share. And thank you again. Keep cool if you can. And thank you for watching. I'll see you. Have a great Father's Day, everybody. Bye. You can leave for 20 bucks. Cheers.
They can't pay the rent on the money that you spent. You can't get by on
20 bucks. 20 bucks. 20 bucks. Keep on leaving for 20 bucks. Keep on playing. I'm not